Go ahead.
What's going on, family? Welcome to the ALOT at Times podcast. I'm the host, dlouthetruth.
It's safe flight.
Jayhawk.
I'm Rodeo Rob.
And this is the ALOT at Times podcast, man. How everybody feeling this week? What's up with the take? How you feeling, bro?
Man, big living, man. I'm feeling like Hog Bragg and Dig Lewis, man. I just hopped out the gym. Did some weighted pull-ups. Man, I remember the first time I saw Hawk because Hawk got the baby dreads, but Hawk used to have the dreads down here. And I went into the gym. I'm like, bro, who's this dude with the fade hitting these pull-ups right now? He came up to me, look, Ken, and he had the hat on. I'm like, bro, who are you, bro? I was like, hey, he was with his cousin X, who's my brother too. I'm like, X, who is this dude? You know him? You good? He bothering you?
I remember that first too.
Yeah, but the back looked like Hawk. Like I was like from the back, like it looked like Hawk, but he didn't have no dreads. But I'm doing good.
He bothering you?
Yeah, no, you good? Actually, he bothering you? You want me call security? I know them. Nah, it's a good day. Hit some back today. Definitely, when it's back day, leg day, any day. Sometimes you just find yourself under the bench. So I went under the bench right after the weighted pull-ups, and then I went right back to back. Did like some lat, pull down, some seated rows, some standing rows. And just touch the back
butter rolls.
Yeah, butter rolls, dinner rolls, jelly rolls. Shout out Jelly Roll. You know what I mean? I don't even know him really. I don't even know his music, but he big. He not like physically big. He big in the music game. So shout out Jelly Roll.
He is physically big, though.
I mean, he's physically big. I wasn't gonna say, I felt like I was disrespecting my.
But let me ask you a question since you said that.
What's that?
Is he the biggest? Or is it Big X?
I mean, shit, bro. It's only one biggest. It's only one biggest.
No, man. What's up with it? What's up with the bird, man? How you feeling, man? How was your week?
Man, it was good. I actually feel good after our game. I don't feel so thanks having enough teammates now.
Yeah.
Having extra bodies make a difference. My back ain't hurting. My hips ain't hurting. I hit the gym today. Did some functional stuff. Kept it easy, no weights. And then hitting the little arms. I hit the weights with the arms, but I feel good. I'm happy that.
What'd you do specifically?
I did a bunch of pull-ups, a lot of dips, variation of lunges, lateral lunges, curtsy lunges, forward lunges, reverse lunges. I did some back hyperextension.
Okay.
Then I hopped in, did some barbell curls and some tricep push downs.
Do you feel like?
I did the elliptical for 20 minutes.
Oh, you went crazy. I thought I was doing some stuff, right? You went full time.
No, it was easy. It was a full body workout, but simple.
Quick question, just because I don't know. Do you feel like those back extensions like target sometimes your hammies or your back, or it all depends on the angle you hitting it?
It's the angle you hitting it, but the angle at the gym I'm going to in Compton when I do it, it's hitting my glutes and my hamstring mostly.
Okay.
But I feel like since I've been doing that, I have had less lower back pain and hip pain.
Oh, nice.
For real, like I was doing a lot of ab workouts, and I feel like my back was still hurting, but I realized it wasn't that my glutes and hammies weren't flexible. It was because my back was weak and my glutes were weak. So kind of overcompensating. Now that I do that, I feel good.
For sure.
Yeah,
that makes perfect sense.
What's up with it, man? How you feeling, Rodeo Rob? How was your week?
Busy. Just busy. Obviously ain't nothing slowed down with the new baby or nothing. So, that's keeping everything at a fast pace. But when I ain't been in the house doing that, I just been outside really. I'm building a horse barn. So I've been really just doing that and all things involved with that. That's all.
Remember you used to tell me I was the busiest, non-busiest nigga, you know? That's how I used to answer the phone all the time. Rob would call me at like 2 a.m, like, nigga, what you doing? I'll be like, sleep. He'd be like, nigga, you the most busiest, non-busiest nigga I know. Like, nigga, it's 2 a.m, bro.
Wake your ass up.
Busiest, non-busiest nigga you know, like, you know what I'm saying, man?
How far along you is with the barn though? My bad. I don't mean to.
No, you good. Go ahead.
So I got to frame out the box stalls. So I'm doing like box stalls with an open run. So I got to frame out the box stalls, put the roof up. So far, I just got concrete dropped for posts and ground leveled out.
Okay.
So, and I'm
exciting,
I'm waiting on my stalls to come in, probably either this week or next week.
Okay.
So like the pipe stalls or whatever. So
that's pretty exciting, ain't it?
Cool. That's cool.
It sounds exciting.
Yeah,
it sounds like you need to clip up some of the progress just to see it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, let people.
I mean, I'm with it. It's a work in progress. I'm recording it. When I get everything put together, I'll bring it to y'all and I'll show y'all the.
That's fire. That's fire.
Drop a little movie with it.
How was your week, D. Luke?
Man, my week was cool, bro. My week was cool, man. We was anticipating our season opener. You know what I'm saying? Me and Birdman and the guys, man, the Hurricanes. Got the W, man. My bicep got the tripping, but we was able to pull it off. I'm hearing all y'all talking about y'all workouts today, man. I did a whopping 30 minutes on my wife's bike.
That's cool.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But Gerald and Bo, they got it in. I just kind of coached them through their workout. You know what I'm saying? Junior looking good, man. Junior looking good. You know what I'm saying? If he stay on it, you know what I'm saying? It's like I caught him right at his peak. So I'm starting to see him grow a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Not his peak, but like his like right at the point where he's starting to transform into the teenager. You know what I'm saying?
Because we're both he 12 right now, going on 13.
No, both 13. He'll be 14 he'll be 14 in October.
No, it's good. It's
good. So Hog been training them on the hill. It's been a minute. It's been about a month, but Hog was training them, on his speed. I'm just working on like the gym aspect of it, man. And we trying to create us a little Terminator. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we got to get back on the hill because it's funny. It's another dude at the gym asked me if I train his help his son with conditioning.
Yeah,
Big Samoan dude. He 6'3", like 340. He put the Bosco offensive lineman, and he got like 7 D2 offers, but he won like a D1 offer. But I'm like, at the end of the day, it's about education. But his pop's like, man, if you could help him train and get faster, I'm like, I'll do whatever I can. I'll try to help him. So let me
ask you a question real quick, Birdman.
Yeah, get that ladder going.
Let me ask you a question real quick, Birdman.
What up?
Clearly, I know you. I know your accolades. I know your sports abilities. I mean, we all do. Even Ken said, hey, man, he saw you doing the pull-ups. He like, that's Hawk, but the hair missing. Who is this dude? You know what I'm saying? We all know, like, how do I ask this question? Because I know you get asked those kind of questions all the time. Is that a testament to like your hard work and just how you present yourself? Or, are these people, is it word of mouth? What do you think it is? Like, because you get approached a lot and you are a physical trainer. You went to school for it, but like, it ain't like you passing out business cards and stuff.
Hell no. It's both. It's both. Yeah. And word of mouth, but I guess people could see who in the gym and who actually working out. Yeah. And who look like they actually can do something.
Right.
It's a little bit of both.
It's cool, man.
I don't mind helping kids. I'd rather help the kids.
Yeah.
Than adults any day.
I trip out on the fact that like you just said this dude was like 340 pounds and he wants you to help his son with conditioning. So I'm like, at the end of the day, I'm like, I mean, conditioning is conditioning, but it's like,
I mean, he got the size. I mean, anything like
his dad's not wrong.
Say,
like that's what I was gonna say. Like, I'm like, is he trying to turn his son into a running back, or is he like just like, hey man, just get him in shape?
So we was talking, right? And Ian, they Samoan. Ian plays rugby. Ian is 50-something years old, and he plays sevens, and he plays like the regular rugby. Ian is 6'1", 300 pounds, and plays rugby, so he got endurance. And I was telling him, I'm like, his son got to go on to spring football in shape. Like, he can't show up to spring football out of shape. Yeah. He got to be conditioned. 2 offensive linemen, if you're a starter, you don't have a sub. If a receiver run the street, pat your head, go to the sideline, running back, have a couple big plays, sideline. Yeah. Offensive linemen don't take plays off. Defensive line rotate.
Right.
But if you play an O-line in the league or in college, you're going to play every single fucking snap if you're a starter. So you got to be in shape.
Yeah.
So you got to be in good conditioning. Like, game yesterday, they needed to sub out that left tackle, but when you're the starter,
you
got to play all game.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Because the game I'm talking about is the Super Bowl, and
Well, since you brought it up, you want to go ahead and get into that? Y'all want to start off getting to that Super Bowl, man? Let's talk about the Super Bowl, man. Crazy Super Bowl. I definitely didn't expect it start off how it started off. Even in how it ended, man. Before I even get my take, man, I'll just go ahead and get to the squad, see how everybody else feel about that game, man. Because how you felt about yesterday, man. We talked a little bit. We didn't really get into it.
Man, it was the game, the actual game, like aside from the halftime festivities, it was a disappointment. I'll be completely honest.
Yeah.
I don't really like it's like I like to see greatness. So it's like, I didn't like contrary to most of the Raider fans I know, like nobody wanted to see the Chiefs win. Me personally, I wanted to see a good game. I didn't mind the Chiefs repeating because it don't have nothing to do with our legacy. I'm more so put value and expectations of my own team than I put on any other team. I don't rock with the Eagles either. Like, went to my boy's birthday the other day. We watching the Eagles and the NFC Championship game. So everybody all eagled out. Like I came here all black, had my Raider hat, like none like that. It's just like, it's a real LA team. Like we won the first LA champs in the football team. So it's like, I rep my team for the home team, like really on some LA stuff. So it's like I didn't really have any real expectations. I just wanted to see a real good game. And being that it's the last game of the season or the postseason, I wanted to see the most football or the highest level of football until we get football back in August, September, or October, whenever it starts up again. So like ultimately, like I was disappointed. I expected more of the Chiefs being the representation of the AFC because, they come from, even though like we wasn't really too hot this season, they come from a super tough division. And I thought they dominated. I didn't really think they dominated this year. They were skating by, but record-wise they dominated. So I expected a lot more than kind of what I saw. I think they started off super flat. I think even if they run game wasn't cracking like that, I think they should have ran the ball a little bit more to open that boy. I feel like the Chiefs should have. What up, Tech? It's my brother right there. But
Sorry
I feel
to toss it in on like that. My fault.
We gonna get him in right now. Like once we get these takes, like Tech, he an Eagle fan, so he got to get it.
That's why I had to bring him on here today, man.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
I gotta talk my shit,
But I'm gonna wrap mine up real quick, so it'll come to you real quick. But aside from that, disappointed in the play calling from the Chiefs, disappointed in past performance. I thought they defense, it almost looked like a Raider game this whole past season. Like the defense do super, super good, and you leave them on the field too long, and it's just like it's only so much you can do. So it's like they stopped Saquon.
Yeah.
They shut him down, and it's like how you reward the defense: pick six, turnover, fumble. Like it's like 3 and outs, and it's like that was the whole first half, and it's like. After a while, I wasn't really watching it too much. And credit to the Eagles defense. I ain't gonna say it was just like all on the Chiefs mishaps, but it was just I expected to be a little bit more competitive. Yeah. Ultimately, it's like Jalen, dope, both of the Jalen's, Carter and Hurts. So it's like I like components of both teams. Yeah. I just want to see a better game.
That's right. Mm-hmm. What's up, Rob? How you felt about the game last night?
I'm shit, man. I'm like Ken. I was disappointed in the game itself. I guess my thing was I feel like yes, I was going for the Chiefs to win, right? But like I think I would have felt better about the entire situation if I felt like they got beat by a better team rather than beat themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's just me. And so like I said, they not.
We gonna get to you, Tech. We gonna get to you. You gonna be all solo. We gonna get to you. I already know. And think about it. Like, no. Go ahead, Rob. My bad.
But no. That for no. You don't go out like that in the Super Bowl. In the Super Bowl game, for a minute there, it looked like a high school game. And certain people was the best players on the field.
Nah, it was some belt to ass too. It was definitely belt to ass.
Yeah, they got blew out, bro. They got blew out. That's. Is it really much else to talk about?
Man, that's why I'm gonna get to everybody. And I'm gonna let Tech pop his shit because he's an Eagle fan. What's up, Bird? Man? How you felt about the game yesterday?
I watched a lot of football this season. A lot.
Yeah.
And the Chiefs, for some way, every game, the ball just seemed to bounce their way. Mm-hmm. They seemed to get the fucking call. Mahomes threw more picks than he threw in any of his seasons ever. He did not have a great season. The offense for the Chiefs have been pretty flat this whole entire year. Steve Spagnolia defense is the reason the Chiefs was in that game, not because of Andy Reid's offense.
Yeah.
Like at the end of the day,
100%.
the Eagles was all around a better team. They defensive line, a hell of a rotation. It was a masterclass in fucking defense. What is it? What's the defense coordinator name? Tech?
Vic Fangio.
Vic what?
We're stupid.
Vic Fangio.
Yeah.
All year.
That's how you play defense. And I feel like at the end of the day, the team who got away with all those fucking calls all season and the quarterback who threw all those picks, everything came to light on the biggest stage.
Yeah.
So, they exposed because the all season Patrick Mahomes played. He wasn't great at all.
Yeah.
And he would get some real defense, and he wasn't getting none of the calls. He got hit in his face this game, but just luckily the ball had came out.
He looked like he got pimp slap low key on that one.
But because of the fumble happened before, but it was just like this is how it is when you get the calls all game and all season. I mean, and shit don't roll your way.
All I'm gonna say is
I was very happy, honestly, because I'm tired of seeing
satisfied.
I'm tired of seeing calls go just things unchecked. It's gonna be a long time before the Chiefs get back there, I think, because they gotta figure out the offensive line. So,
that's all I was gonna say was at the end of the day,
I think they're gonna be good next year. I think they're gonna be good.
All I was gonna say is
this loss is hard, Tech. They was crying on the sideline.
You know what? I think they're gonna be good offensively. Even though Xavier Worthy was playing against the backups when he started putting up numbers, but it's just because of him and Rashee Rice, Hollywood Brown. I do think Jason Kelce finished.
Travis,
when Rashee Rice come back, they gonna have an explosive offense. They're gonna be more explosive next year than they were.
Depending on how the receivers weren't the problem. It was their line.
Yeah. But I'm not saying they're gonna be
I don't know. Well, I don't know.
Super Bowl team. But they go next year.
There was a few drop offs, but that line was porous, bro. Like
the Philadelphia Eagles didn't blitz one time yesterday. They relied on their front four the whole game. They didn't send one blitz. And all I was gonna say was because the Chiefs had an injury on the offensive line, they moved a guy from like tackle to guard who's not traditionally a guard. And that's just not the defense to do it against. And defense win championships. I second, third, and fourth everything everybody else said. Like I really ain't got too much to add to it outside of the fact that like they just got a monstrous team, bro. I'm gonna say this before I pass it because I want to hear Tech.
I told y'all, hold on.
I got one thing before Tech because I gotta make an apology.
Sorry,
go ahead.
I got one thing too.
All I was gonna say was I have never seen a Super Bowl game in my life where a team took their whole first offense and defense out the game.
Yeah.
And let everybody else play. I've never seen that before.
That's crazy.
And that just says a lot because it's like, yo, I feel like if the Eagles would have decided that they wanted to really put it on their ass, I think the Eagles could have won like 60-6, bro.
Could have put up a Nipsey. Yeah, I was about to say.
Could have put up like 60, bro. I was just tripping. Like when I was watching it, like even going like coming out of half and just all the turnovers and shit, I was just kind of like, I was like, yo, where the nigga that turned the lights off at the Super Bowl when Beyonce performed? Like that nigga needs to turn these lights off too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's ugly, man. Like this is an NFL game we watching. I'm like, yo, this shit look bad, bro. That's all I had to say, man. What's up?
What you about to say, Hawk? I'm gonna give my last little thing. And then
I was gonna say, I remember telling y'all on the podcast, I don't know which episode or whatever, like the Eagles is a scary team. That defense is nasty. Like throughout the season, just watching a D line, it's like, yeah, them boys is serious. And,
I wasn't watching them like that this year, to be honest.
Because their defense had like it was. I don't know if it was mid-season. Tech, he watched the Eagles more than all of us.
Yeah, Hawk was saying all season.
They had like a little flip. They switched. All of a sudden, their defense turned the fuck up, and it was just hard for teams to play them.
Mm-hmm.
I will say this:
they put the corner in. Dejean.
No, you mean Dejan? That boy was acting unfamiliar. That boy was acting out of his body.
It was his birthday too.
Basketball highlight too. He was jumping out the gym too. I didn't know Day was like that.
Not Day.
So the thing about the Eagles, man, they run match zone. So a lot of it was zone, but with man principles.
Yeah.
So you just gotta communicate. heavy. And when he came in there, they upped the communication level. He a good communicator, and it's helping everybody get in their position. So you don't see a lot of broken coverages since he came in. So
what was you gonna say,
will say
Rob?
this.
I'm gonna say one thing after you.
I was gonna say I was going for the Chiefs for this game. However, I'm really happy for Jalen Hurts. Like he been grinding for a long time for this championship, and I'm happy he finally got it. So that's all I had to say.
And all I was gonna say, because like honestly, like 3 teams, I always tell D-Lou who the best teams on paper is the Lions, the Niners, and the Eagles. They definitely attack that free agency with like certain kind of aggression. They draft with certain kind of aggression and answer specific answers. So it's like they did really good. My only criticism for the team, literally the whole year, was not Jalen Hurts, even though a lot of people like to criticize him, even though he's super dope. I don't understand. It's one of the strongest quarterbacks I've ever seen. But my only criticism was Sirianni, and it's like I got to tip my hat off to Sirianni because whether it was him, his OC, or his DC, which his DC is doing his dang thing, but it's you got to tip your hat off to the coaching, like because I always say like I don't really like Sirianni's risks that he take to Sansa more, and it's like honestly leading up to the Super Bowl, he was making more like his risks were a lot slim, and it was almost slim to like educated risks. So it's like I couldn't criticize him honestly the last 2 games.
They start playing bully ball.
And I would criticize him heavy when Tech was here. So I gotta be real and give Sirianni his proper criticism. He did his thing, and it was cool to see his kids up there. But I'm gonna mute up. Tech, it's your turn, bro. Your turn. Talk your talk.
I'll just say this. I told y'all when we was at the beach. I said they was gonna whoop their ass. I told y'all when we was leaving. They gonna whoop their ass. And I ain't the only one that felt that way. I think we talked to the most average Eagles fan. They saw that ass whooping coming. And I'm put like this. And this come back to what you was saying earlier. Flight is that like, man, it is the AFC. I think it's a little overrated because they got the quarterback names. So a lot of people, but overall team wise, AFC is really ain't that like, oh, that team is like that's why Josh Allen won the MVP. It's because the team wasn't that good. And he was, doing what he was doing, carrying them to wins, limited talent. And that's why they gave it to him. But it's the only team that I would say that's like real talented in the AFC from top to bottom was the Ravens. And the Eagles beat the Ravens in November. They played us closer than the Chiefs. But that was like, and then I would say the Browns are probably one of the more talented teams but as far as like roster top to bottom. But then they got coaching issues, quarterback issues. But everybody just like talent throughout the roster, it's probably like the Browns. And then not like to your point, you got Eagles out here, you got the Lions, 49ers, where you got stud players from top to bottom. And I just feel like the AFC,
Vikings,
the names, QB names was carrying the conference, and people were like overrating the conference to a certain extent. I mean, the NFC had 3 14-win teams.
Yeah.
In the playoffs, 3 14-win teams, another 12-win team. And they was the 7th seed. And they was the 7th seed.
Oh.
It was a 12-win team. So that just lets you know, like, and then I felt like then going back to the playoffs, I feel like no team could defend us any better than what the Green Bay Packers did it. And I'm not saying the Chiefs did just as good of a job, but we still put up. I don't think no defense could do better than what they did. We still had 22 points.
You think a healthy Lions defense could have been a good contender for the Eagles?
Nah. I don't because man, this is one thing I say about the Eagles. No matter how bad they are, they gonna at least. I told you this earlier. They gonna score at least 3 touchdowns, even bad offensively.
Yeah.
Even a bad offensive night, they gonna have 1 or 2 drives, 3 drives, so they gonna put it together and get some points.
Yeah.
Because it's just too much talent. is you ain't guarding AJ, you ain't guarding Dallas Goedert, you're not stopping Hurts from
Devontae
rambling, you're not stopping them. And so just talent wise, offensively, they probably the outside. I would say outside the 49ers, I would say 49ers, healthy Niners, and the healthy Eagles, the most dynamic offense, like most playmaker laden offense.
No, for sure. And I definitely aside from just the playmakers, like this is why it's like a real disappointment like from the 49ers, because their line isn't weak. Like I feel like all football, it is like the O-line that really if you got a good defense on the side of the O-line, but it's like y'all were the only team aside from the Lions, like even though they were early playoff put out, like y'all two were the only two that like I felt like super aggressive in free agency, super aggressive with just filling the holes. Because not every team could do it. Some teams they're not even trying to win; they just trying to sell jerseys and sell tickets. Like I could say that about my team. Like I've been on that. Like, and I love the Raiders, but it's like I don't feel like every team makes those concerning efforts to try to win. And I feel like y'all were one of the teams that did it, but y'all didn't fall short of it. So like I tip my hat to that. Like y'all definitely like talented, but definitely that line, like y'all, the Lions and the Eagles, the Eagles and the Niners, like. Y'all definitely like top to bottom, like I would say one of the more decorated like rosters. And I ain't even like it's just I see how aggressive y'all GM is, and it's just like with all three of those teams, and it's just like I look at it as like I got a little bit higher expectations out of y'all, and y'all came through. Like Jalen did his thing.
No, for sure. So I'm not like I said, I'm not surprised by the outcome. I think the Eagles top to bottom this year, they was probably the most talented roster. 49ers is still there. They had a lot of injuries though, so we'll see what they look like next year. Because they do got, although they probably lose a Debo.
Yeah, he go.
They got the rookie dude was nice. Parasol nice.
Yeah, bro.
They still got weapons.
Can't replace a Debo though.
You can't replace the Debo, but Debo, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't
a lot of free agents available right now too.
No, it ain't even that. It ain't even that. I'm just saying the way they use Debo.
Oh yeah, that's not. It ain't too many players that can do that.
Yeah.
It ain't too many running
like a mini AJ Brown and slot.
Running back, receiver, quarterback,
tight end,
shit like goddamn.
I don't care.
Returner. They even had him returning.
He's chunky. He in shape for football. I don't care what nobody.
Debo not chunky. Like we all know dense players like him who look
like
chunky.
Lynch.
Yeah, they look chunky, but it's like see him in the weight room. Like that's just a big dude. I ain't about to call a nigga thick, but you know what I'm saying. I did hear a sports announcer refer to him.
He thick. Saquon too. Hey yo.
He was like the sportscaster was like the sportscaster was like he said he was like that is a thick man. He was like he was powerful from the waist down. He was like whoa, like whoa,
crazy.
You got old white men announcing games.
Hey, they should be fascinated. It'd be like, wow.
I ain't gonna lie.
Using adjectives they shouldn't be.
I think this should have y'all excited as Raiders fans, man. Because at the end of the day, Nick Sirianni, he a young coach, but I ain't gonna lie. The main star of our coaching staff this year, Vic Fangio. Yeah, older guy still doing
defense.
You saw Steve Spagnuolo. You see
Andy Reid, 68,
still doing it. So I'm just saying, I know y'all got Pete Carroll, but I'm just saying,
we excited about that.
These old niggas still got it, man.